Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your July 2024 monthly reading. I'm using the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. I just saw trust on the bottom. Spirit, what guidance do you have for Cancer for the month of July 2024, please? Nature spirits. Get out in nature, right? Ground yourself. Um, Go to the beach. Um, this is a 39 card, which is a 12, which is a 3, which is all about creativity and fun and groups, right? It's the Empress, right? Get out in nature. What can you do? Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you need a break. And protection, number 1 card. This is about your primal force, your will, your beginnings, right? Um, are you needing protection from something? I'm getting, are there some thoughts that are coming through your mind that are making you anxious? Maybe you need some protection from that. Could there be something else going on in your life that you might need protection from? And maybe that's um, why you need to get out in nature. But I'm getting thought patterns and grounding yourself. So let's see, Spirit, what guidance do you have for Cancer for this July 2024 tarot reading? What you don't see coming, the Two of Swords. You're blocking your intuition. You're crossing your heart, so you're blocking your heart. Are you protecting yourself, or are you protecting yourself from somebody else? Right? Um, you see the moon. The new moon is coming up on the 5th, and that new moon is going to be in Cancer. Um, so it's going to be in your sign. Um, let's see. We'll get some clarification on that Two of Swords. The Five of Wands, a struggle, right? They're using sticks, so it's not, knives or anything, but it is a struggle. There's a lot of people around. You're struggling with something, or you're not seeing that this is a struggle with other people, and maybe you're putting it all on yourself. And the Six of Cups. This is the nostalgia card, right? This is past life. Is it somebody from the past that came by, or an issue from the past that you're dealing with, or whatever you're dealing with, you're not sure what it is, and it could be because it's an issue from the past, maybe a childhood wound, right? Sometimes we struggle through some things and we don't know where it comes from. And then if we really think about it for a little while, we realize, oh my God, this happened to me, or this used to happen to me when I was a child, or something like this happened to me at one point in my past when I was younger, and it was never resolved, right? It was so, um, I'm getting the word intense, but it was so involved that either you put it out of your mind. The brain is a very powerful tool. It doesn't want to hurt you. It'll block it. Um, or you chose to forget it, right? Um, or chose to move on. You didn't want to deal with it, or maybe you weren't allowed to, right? Black Moon Lilith is still around, so that's about repression, right? So we'll get some clarification on that. How are you showing up? The Seven of Wands. You're setting boundaries, right? So this thing that's forefront is causing you to set some boundaries. So you're protecting yourself, right? You're protecting yourself from something. And in order to move forward with it, you need to ground yourself, right? We're going to read this Nature Spirits card. Challenge is the Five of Cups. Are you concentrating on what you don't have anymore instead of what you still have, and instead of what is to come, right? There's a stream and a road and a bridge. and some mountains in a city, right? There's something beyond, right? So maybe you're focusing too much on the past. Um, Learn from your past, but don't dwell, right? Don't stay there too long. Um, when you learn things, you still take it with you, right? You take what you know with you. So don't be afraid to let things go, right? Release things that no longer serve you, right? Your recent past was the Chariot. You moved forward. Okay. So there was something that you realized from your past that you moved forward from, and now you're setting boundaries. And it's difficult to set boundaries, right? Um, in my empowerment series, um, we can talk about healing wounds, right? And moving forward and learning lessons. Uh, I'm working on that. I'm hoping to get that started this month, right? And I'm going to try to do it every week. And we're going to have um, different questions that we ask, or we can do like a series of like the 5 steps to doing this or something like that, right? Judgment is in your near future. So this is a crossroads. So you're moving on to something, right? You're setting those boundaries and you're moving forward. And this chariot put those wheels in motion, right? And this judgment. So these major arcana cards are major actions, right? These other cards are just processes that you go through, but these are actual, um, I'm going to say steps, right? So it's a movement, right? Like the chariot moves forward and the judgment moves from one timeline to another, right? It's a crossroads. So what's your overall energy? Is the 5 of Cups. This is either an apology or an offer of love. So you need to apologize to yourself and or offer yourself some love, right? Give yourself some grace, right? This is something that you're going through right here. And it's not something you can't get through, but it's you know, you're setting boundaries, you're in a struggle, something's coming from your past, you're blocking your intuition, right? You're not giving yourself enough love, you're regretting some things. So um, it's whatever this situation is that has to do with this reading. This is a tough time, and we're going to get through it. You have protection, right? And you just have to ground yourself. So Spirit, please, let's clarify this 7 of Wands, please. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know about this 7 of Wands? 8 of Wands, movement forward. 4 of Wands, to lead to happiness and action, right? So setting these boundaries, right? You're going from a 7 of Wands to an 8 of Wands. So that's movement forward, right? And the 8 of Wands is also movement. It's also communication, right? But it's leading to happiness, right? You see those 4 of Wands, that's a tent of celebration, right? They're happy, right? And you have the King of Wands, which is um, he's the highest card in the wands, right? He he has experience, he has strength, he has stability. He's sitting there with power. Look at him. He's sitting there. He's got the lion behind him. He's holding that wand. He's got his armor on. He's ready to go, right? So you have this. So he's tied with the. See how he's sitting right underneath the protection card, right? So he's tied with that protection. Let's clarify this Page of Cups. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know about this Page of Cups, please? The Moon, the Temperance card, and the Death. So it is definitely a transformation. Okay, so this overall energy, this offer of love that you're needing to give yourself, right? This grace. You got the new moon, right? The moon card. The new moon is coming up on the 5th, and the new moon is in Cancer, and Cancer is about mother and nurturing, right? So you need to nurture yourself. And then on that new moon, you can set intentions, right? You can say, this is what I want to do, right? You can even say, I want to release these things, right? So whatever your intention is, you set it, you write it down on a piece of paper, right? And you put it in a safe space. And every day you repeat those intentions at least 3 times, right? And then when the full moon comes, then you burn them safely and you release them to the universe. And then you have temperance, right? Temperance is patience. It's also Archangel Michael. And then you have the death card, which is a transformation. So the new moon is coming, right? We're in the new moon energy now because it's just, a few weeks or a few days away. And you're protected, right? This new boundary, this new thing that you're trying to accomplish, right? The setting of the boundaries, um, and this crossroads, right? And then you have the death card, which is transformation, right? So this thing is ending, right? You're setting these boundaries and you're moving forward, right? This thing from the past, this struggle. So unblock your intuition. Okay, you are protected, right? You have Archangel Michael here who is also protecting you. And on the new moon, you can set your intentions for this transformation, right? I can't have my fingers aren't big enough. So trust your intuition and go out into nature. Okay? Just relax. Ground yourself. Okay, Cancer? Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please share this with anyone you think might need to hear this. And until next time, Cancer, have a good month.